Pinball circuit activated.
We are back. It is the week after Texas Pinball Festival, about 4 days after actually. I have finally recovered, and we are ready to move Cyclone to its new home. It's going to be going to Tulsa on Saturday. I got to drive it up there and deliver it to its new owner, who's real excited to have it. We were able to bring home a runner-up in Best Restoration with the Cyclone here. I was super proud of that.
Hey, you with the bait!
Yeah, we lost out to a ridiculously beautiful Batman Forever, I think it is, or Batman Returns. I don't know the Batman games, but it was a guy that actually watched the channel named Ben. I was able to talk to him and get to know him. Super nice guy. Has some awesome skill, especially clear coating. It looked amazing. I'm actually probably gonna pick his brain about clear coating in the future. But you know what? If I lose to that gorgeous machine, I'm cool with that. So I was excited with Cyclone. It held up really well. It had some issues with the right flipper a couple of times during the week. And I think it was because that flipper kit, that rebuild kit that I got, I don't remember where I got it from, honestly. I think it was either in the machine or I had it from before, and it wasn't a manufacturer I usually use as far as to provide flipper rebuild kits. And it wasn't the greatest quality. And I don't know if some of the parts were misaligned somehow, but this right flipper was kind of binding when I rebuilt it. And I got it to where I was able to adjust it and futz with it enough to get it to where it wasn't binding as badly, and it was flipping okay when I took it to TPF. But on Friday night, the flipper went down and just wouldn't flip. Right flipper wouldn't flip. And I was already home at that point. So I came in Saturday morning, looked at it, and what had actually happened was the hex nuts, the hex bolts that hold in the coil stop had backed out, and the coil stop had fallen out, the solenoid fell out, and was kind of swinging back and forth when I pulled the playfield up. It blew a fuse. So what I think happened was the solenoid fell out, it swung, the two lugs on the solenoid hit something metal, shorted, and it blew a fuse. So I put the flipper mech back together, tightened everything back down, replaced the fuse, seemed to be working fine. Worked fine all day Saturday. And then Saturday night around, good God, shut up. Saturday night around, I don't know, 6 o'clock or so, flipper went dead again. So I drove back up to TPF. I was here taking a break, delivering or dropping off some games I bought. Go back up to TPF, fuse is blown again. This time, this flipper was really binding, and I was like, you know what, I'm just not going to mess with it. So I brought another flipper rebuild kit I had in my stash, and I just rebuilt the whole flipper right there at TPF. And after that, it's been smooth sailing. I really don't know what was wrong with that flipper rebuild kit, but anyhow, I'm going to buy from my usual resellers from now on and not mess with that. Otherwise, the game held up great. It got a ton of plays. I got a ton of great comments about it. A lot of people really loved seeing a Cyclone because you don't see these games restored that often. They're kind of usually beat up, and it's not a game that's worth a ton of money. But it's a really cool game, and I really enjoyed restoring it, and I think it deserved to be restored. And I'm excited because the guy that's getting it loves Cyclone, and said it was his favorite game when he was growing up, and he's super excited to have it in his game room, and I'm excited for him to have it. So I wasn't able to get quite as many shots of the game as I did with Xenon, so this final video is not going to be quite as polished as Xenon, but you'll get the idea, and let's get on with the final video.
Thank you.